Hey y'all, assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Rayya. Over here we focus on modest fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content. So if you're interested in those topics, click that subscribe button down below. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps your girl out, okay? So, as you can tell by the title, it is an unpopular opinions part 2. You guys been saying you want a part 2, so here I am. I'm delivering for y'all, alright? So, let's just get right into it. So the first one is, I'm not posting a man on my social media stories, on my page, a hand until I am married. I do not care. More power to anyone who does. I'm not judging you, sis. I'm not judging you at all. First of all, these men are embarrassing. You understand? They are embarrassing. Like, they will disappoint you every time until it's solid. Even though people could disappoint you while you're married as well. It's just it just hit like different when you like post your man and you married instead of being a boyfriend. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just more secure, even though it may not be, but y'all get it. Y'all hear me, right? So I have a lot of male in my life. I don't like to say, I was gonna say male friends, but I don't call everybody friend. So I have a lot of male associates, people that I know that are men, and sometimes I post them on social media and people go crazy, like with the eyebrows, and I'm like, you ain't nothing to worry about. You're not. If I post him on my story, on my page, he is a friend. Let that be known now. Stop listening to relationship advice on social media. Now, let me tell you something. There are some people on social media that be preaching. Talking a good, yes, I agree. But let's say you hear something, right? And it's actually, it makes sense, right? But you don't necessarily agree with it, but you see everyone else in the comments like, yeah, that's me. Sometimes we tend to change our mindsets because of what the majority is doing. But if it does not work in your situation, if you do not feel comfortable with this relationship advice, if that's just not how you move, you do not have to do it. I think people automatically see it on social media and feel like that's what it is. Like, no, that's not what it is. Some people say, like, I would never split 50-50 with a man. That's their situation. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they like. That doesn't mean that you cannot split 50-50 with your man. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that, sis, you do it. Like, if I see something, I'm taking it with a grain of salt. I'm not going to lie. There's some things we do need to see to knock us over the head because we may be ignoring the red flags. And some red flags we do be ignoring. Don't be like, if it's something where your relationship's already working and you listen to some woman like, if you're doing this is wrong and you're doing that, and it's working for your relationship, please scroll. It's not for you. If you come to your friend for advice and you only expect them to agree with you, if you come to them about the situation and you like, and they disagree with how you move, and you like, oh, you're not my real friend, you're bugging. You need to grow up. That's immature. Real friends are going to tell you when you're wrong. Real friends are going to be like, sis, this is not okay. You need to check that and move on. They're not going to agree with everything you say. If somebody that agrees with everything you say, even though they disagree, they're not your real friend. Real friends want to keep it 100. And if you only want people around you that's going to be yes men, yes women, like, and not disagreeing or not telling you what the real is, then you need to check yourself too, because you're very immature, for real. And you need to hear that. My friends around me go tell me what's up. They be like, Rayya, yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it, sis. I'm sorry, but whatever you got going on there, you need to change it. And I respect it. Of course, at first, you like, damn, like, I thought I was right. But sometimes you need to hear from another perspective and another light, or from the other person's point of view to really get like, oh man, maybe I was bugging. And just because your friends agree with you doesn't mean that they're not real friends. Sometimes they will agree with you, right? But if they agree with you even though they think that you're wrong, that's when you gotta reevaluate stuff. Oh, this is a big one. So right now I'm 26 years old. I'm turning 27 November 15, where my Scorpio's at. And I'm so amazed by how many people around me are like, 30 years old. Like, they're so scared to turn 30. And I've never felt that way. Like, I'm so excited for it. Like, right now in my life, I'm not the happiest. But I know as time goes on, I only get wiser. Like, I look back at 21, 22, and I'm like, who is she? Who's that girl? Like, ew, why was I doing those things? I mean, I don't regret it because it made me the woman I am today. However, I'm looking back like, oh no, I was young and I was dumb. I was doing a lot of stuff that I was just like, why? If I look like this now, imagine 30. A lot can happen in 3 years, alright? But I get it. Like, if you're not where you're at, where you want to be, and 30 is right around the corner, 30 is supposed to be your prime. You feel me? The 20, I don't care what nobody say, 20s is not your prime. cut that right there, because we all trying to figure out ourselves. Your 20s is mad stressful. You like, who am I? What am I supposed to be doing on this earth? And you would hope that 30 comes around and you get more clarity, which I feel like it was going to happen for all of us. But it's really your prime, and I think that we all need to take pride in that. Like when we turn 30, that's a blessing in itself. If you're 30 and up, why are you talking to a 21-year-old? You're 21, you're obviously of age, you're an adult, you're legal age, I get it, but your mindset is just not there, right? What does a 30-year-old plus need from a 21-year-old? You could say they so mature, but they really not that mature. You could say they still developing. I don't care what nobody says. You can't convince me anyhow. If a grown man, and this is from a woman, if a grown man that's 39 is trying to speak to you and you're 21, run. Like, you skipped over a whole decade of women to go for this young girl, like young woman. Like, that's weird to me. Like, stick in your 30s, late 20s. Like, why are you going all the way up there? I don't think that putting yourself as your screensaver is vain. It actually saved me. Oh, what else I'm going to put on there? Somebody else? No, me. One time I left my phone in the fitting room, and then the worker, like, literally was looking around the store, and she saw me. Why? Because my face was on the screen. So she knew it was my phone.